All right. So everybody, I appreciate y'all jumping on. Listen, I am here with Dorrell, one of our superstar members inside our coaching community, inside the Lions Den. Dorrell, how
Yes.
you doing, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing great. I appreciate you for taking that time out of your day to jump on with me and share
Yes,
some
sir.
game, share your transformation story
Yes, sir.
thus far. And so the first thing that I wanted to talk about was just the backstory. So prior to you joining the coaching program, working with me, what was life like beforehand with like what you've tried and the challenges that you were having before joining with me?
Man, before joining the coaching program, like honestly, I was working out, you know
Mhm.
what I mean? Some days I work out 5 days, some days it just depended on how I felt. But I didn't have any structure.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I didn't have no structure to my workouts. Like keep it 100. I go to the gym and really don't even know what workouts I want to do. Didn't have a plan.
Mhm.
Um, I'm listening to all these other people of what you should be doing on this day and what you should do on this day. So, it all just became confusing. And honestly, I wasn't really getting no results until, I joined the program and started getting some structure. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Still kind of still doing some of the same things that I was doing, but knowing and learning how to do them properly so that they can be effective
Mhm.
and just having a structured workout to go by, a guideline to follow when I hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? Because there'll be days I just do cardio and I'll be like, you know what? I don't even know what to do next. So I'm just about to dip. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
so since joining the program, man, it definitely helped give me a lot of structure, man, from the gym to my nutrition. Um, because I never track no meals. Like
Yeah.
honestly, since joining the program, this is the most that I've eaten in a day, and I don't know how long. Like
Mhm.
I don't remember the last time before January joining. I didn't eat no 3 meals a day. Like I'll probably eat maybe once or twice out the day,
Right,
and
right.
that's it. And I really thought that was being healthy, but really, I'm coming to find out like eating is healthy. It's just about what you're putting in your body. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Like, because I think you said on one of our group calls before, like, you look at there are a lot of people out there that's vegan and they big as hell, got big ass bellies because guess what? They still eating the wrong things, even being a vegan, or
Yeah,
they eating too much of the healthy stuff that they are eating.
that part.
Because we think healthy and then we just think like, oh, I can go crazy on this.
Yeah.
Nah, because calories add up whether it's healthy, whether it's healthy or not.
I'm saying
Yes,
the
sir.
word.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. And that's so true, man, because I see it happen all the time. Guys, they fill out these assessment forms, seeing if they can work with me. And I'm like, dude, like there's definitely a lot of room for improvement. And they're like, how? I'm eating healthy. I'm like, man, you're
Mhm.
lacking structure of what you're doing.
Yeah,
Um, and so I know you found yourself, kind of winging it when you would hit the gym
yeah.
and eating healthy, but not having structure around it. But how long did that go on? Like how long were you kind of like in that limbo of, not really knowing why you're not getting the results and, having that challenge with the weight?
I'm gonna say at least maybe probably like a year or so. You know
Mm,
what I mean? After after I lost weight, to try to get down to my transplant, I ended up getting myself down to get on the kidney transplant list. I got down. I think I had to get down to like maybe 280 something or
mm,
something like that. And
mm,
I got there, and once I got the transplant, I just kind of like coasted like I was good. You know what I'm saying? And then I started gaining weight, and you know what I mean. And it's like I go up and down home, and my daughter just busting the brain.
oh,
Come
no
on,
worries. It's all
come on.
good.
Yeah, man. This is the price you pay having a 1 year old at 42 years old.
That part of it though, is real because it's plenty of
Yeah,
men and women out there have children, and it makes it more relatable, man.
yeah,
'Cause-
yeah. But I like I said, she made me lose my train of thought. Um, but no, like I had got down about 280 something, so my weight was doing this. It
Oh,
was
wow.
literally just doing this. You know what I'm saying? And I think when I ended up joining the program, I kept seeing, I'm like, man, I'm getting back closer to 300 pounds. Like I'm, I'm not trying to go back there. I'm not trying to go to the right. I need to be heading back to the left. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, let me just say this. This is just to shout you out. Like the one thing I did appreciate about you was just the consistency. You know what I'm saying? And I've said this to you before. Like, you would never hit me up like, hey man, you need to come on and join the No, you'd be like, hey man, I just wanted to reach out to you, man, see how things are going. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I wanted to make sure, just see if you're good, just if there's any questions I can answer for you, hit me
Right.
up. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you trying to charge niggas for asking questions, brother. That's the beauty of what we do in our fields of life. Like sometimes it's good when people ask questions, you can help them and help guide them in a different direction. But the fact that you was just consistent, if I commented on something or whatever, you just reach out and say, hey man, hey Dorrell, I just wanted to see how you was doing, man. See, make sure you good, King, blah, 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 blah. And it
Yep.
was that last time, bro, you hit me up. And I was just like, you know what? I said, man, I gotta see what this program is about. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But I had to put that out there because, sometimes people see a lot of trainers and they see their videos, they see their content, and they be like, ah, man, that's a scam. Like these dudes just trying to get people to spend money. But like, I'm a testimony that my dog, like, for me to have joined like near somewhere mid January or somewhere near the end of January and to be down like 30 pounds,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's magical to me. And that was all off of just consistency and hard work. You know what I mean? Um, and that's one of the things I really live by, man. It's like to me, anything that just comes too easy without some struggle, sacrifice, and blood, sweat, and tears, man, it ain't appreciated.
That
It
part.
ain't valued.
Yeah.
When you get in the gym and you bust your ass, man, and you sweating, bro, you going through this pain, lifting heavy, trying to build your body up, man, doing these squats and sit-ups and doing the stairmaster for 20, 25, 30 minutes. You appreciate the fact that, hey, I ain't trying to go back to that because I don't want to have to endure this part of it anymore.
There
You
you
get
go.
what I'm saying?
It's real. Yeah. I said this in one, I think I may have mentioned it in a podcast or maybe on one of the lives. I
Yeah,
said the adversity that we go through is what builds our character.
yeah,
And and also it makes it more meaningful when we overcome that adversity to never go back to it.
correct.
And so that's why I love what you said there because so many people what's old boy name Eric Thomas the hip hop preacher he be like get a reward for the pain that you go through.
Man,
And there's people out here they've been going years, not months but years with weight challenges, and they'll try stop, and it's like, man, at what point are you gonna just be like, man, if I'm gonna go through this pain, I'm gonna get the reward for it, I'm gonna get
yes,
the,
sir.
you know.
Yes, sir.
I love that.
Yes,
um
sir. And that's why when I work out 5 days a week,
mhm.
because you got me scheduled for 4, but I always take that extra day or 2 days where I don't have a workout schedule, and I still get it. So that way, when the weekend comes, man, I work hard. I was telling one of my friends, I said, bro, I said, man, I said my coach, he was like, bro, 80-20. I work so hard 80% of the time just so I can get to that 20
Yeah.
on the weekends, bro. Like
Right.
just to get that little bit of that 20, and then I'm back to the 80. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that makes this program so enjoyable, bro. You don't tell us like, nope, you can't hide it. Nope, don't eat it. Nah, you can have what you want for the most part.
Yeah.
But remember 80-20.
Yeah.
That don't mean eating 80% of the BS and then only giving yourself 20% of the healthy. Nah.
Right.
Matter of fact, give yourself 90% of eating healthy and then give yourself a little bit, 10% of room on the weekends just to have them couple cookies that you wanted or you've been craving, or them
Yeah.
fried wings from Wingstop, which I enjoy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir. I
yes,
love
sir.
that. Yeah, that's awesome, man. And that's a big that's a big attraction when guys hear that, man, I can really eat what I want to eat and still lose this weight. Like what? It don't
Real
even
talk.
sound real, you
Real
know?
talk.
And
Real talk.
I remember when I went, through my journey, even though I was never like really overweight or anything, I didn't know that that was possible neither.
Yeah.
I thought you had to eat chicken and broccoli and sweet potatoes every day. And once I started realizing, man, you just got to have structure and have some discipline with how you're
Yeah.
going about eating. That way you can drop that body fat and, while still being able to enjoy yourself because,
And
you got family, man, and people that you want to spend time with, not having to tell them, hey, I gotta eat like this while everybody eating
yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. And for men with family, structure.
mhm,
Structure really not only trickles down, it don't not only help you, but it trickles down to the people that are around you. When
mm,
you have, as a leader, when you have balance and structure in your life,
mhm.
it affects everyone and everything around you. You
Very
know what
cool.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Talk to me about tell me a little bit about how that structure that we've like put into your life, how has it impacted, your loved ones and the people around you?
man, so specifically because my wife is in the house with me every day, it has helped her.
Mm,
Um, like I said, she don't go to the gym like I do. She'll do workouts here at home, but like
mm.
just from a nutrition standpoint, because I established better structure there, my wife alone has lost like 17 pounds
Wow.
just from eating better.
That's
You
awesome.
know what I mean? Like
Mhm,
we didn't eat wild and crazy. Like we didn't eat a bunch of greasy and fried foods like that anyway. But just off of changing and getting tighter on eating habits, she's lost 17 pounds. Like even with our daughter, man, I had to apologize to our daughters, man. My oldest daughters. I got a 22-year-old and a 20-year-old.
mhm.
Because when we were coming up, when they were born, they were like our trial and error because we didn't know and it's because our parents didn't really teach us these things. So a lot of the trials and errors that we had with them, as far as the eating and drinking soda and all that type of stuff. Well, with our daughter now, well, with our girls, we didn't drink a lot of soda, but juice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But with our 1 year old now, we know how to even be much better with her,
Mm-hmm.
giving her versus letting her eat this grapes. She loves grapes, bro. She loves strawberries. She loves blueberries.
That's awesome.
Before joining this program, dude, I ain't never ate a blueberry.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Never.
Wow. I was the same way. I hadn't really ate any fruit growing up.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Never do strawberries like that. I'm like, I used to be like, ugh. And then join this program and then learning how to pick fruit where the right
Yep.
fruit to where it's good and it's enjoyable. You
Right.
know what I mean? All of these things have trickled down into my family life. You know what I mean? To
Mhm.
where our daughter, she gets a better balanced meal plan every day. You know what I mean? Same thing with my wife. So that's why I appreciate you for helping me to get structure and balance in my life. So that way it allows me to do that same thing for my wife and our daughters. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. I love that for you, brother. Um, when it comes to like when you join the coaching program, because I know the consistency and me checking up on you, which I feel like that's almost a lost art nowadays. Everybody talk about, oh, I don't care what people think, but they've lost the art of showing that you care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was one of the big reasons that made you say, man, let me go ahead and give it a shot. But how has the program been for you? Like, how has your experience been inside the coaching program thus far?
Oh man, beautiful. Like beautiful. I don't want to give too much, man. All I can say is that Coach J is the truth when it comes to it. Like if you really want to coach, because this cat that I follow, man, and he was like 290 pounds. Like he's a musician, and he was like as after he's down to like 193 pounds now, 195 pounds,
Mm,
and them got shredded up in the whole nine. And
wow.
he was just like, listen, he was like, for those of you all that just say like having a coach, man, I don't need no coach. He said, listen, He said some people may not, but he said, I'm just telling you, we all can use some type of coaching.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand it at first. I'm like, that's some BS. I know to eat right. I know how to do this, and I know to go to the gym and work out. But it wasn't until I decided to get somebody that know how this works,
Mm.
somebody that can help give you the knowledge to learn how these things can work if you apply structure. We all do a bunch of things. That's key. That's a key word for me these days. Structure. We all do all of these different things, coach, but we don't have no structure, so we all over the place. So
Uh,
that's why we don't see results.
true.
We
Right.
don't get results. So being inside the community, man, you know, it's a beautiful thing. That's why I said when I talked to my wife, she was like, I could tell like you really enjoy this. I said, man, you don't understand. Like to be in a community with people that deal with the same thing that you deal with, and some of them are actually vulnerable enough to express these things. You be like, dang, wait, I ain't the only person that think like that.
Right.
Like, I'm not the only person that feels that way.
Right.
Wait, no, wait, Coach Jay, this dude is in tip top shape, and he have those days too.
Right.
It was mind boggling to me because like even with you, Coach, like man, see you smiling, man. You know what I mean? You got great energy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But I realized sometimes, man, the people that smile the most and try to be that inspiration for other people, man, we also have them days too. But we have to try to keep smiling so that we can encourage the people that's around us, that's looking to us for strength. You follow what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
that's the reason why when I jump on the calls, I always have to ask you, hey coach, how you doing, man?
Right. 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 Yeah, I appreciate
Because
that. I noticed that.
yeah, because bro, you imagine you dealing with several personalities. When you get new clients, it's you have different personalities and different ways you have to cater to everybody.
That's right.
Like with a preacher with a church, you got all these members that you have to treat and cater to everybody in different ways. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's why I'm saying that being a part of this community, man, it's a family. Don't none of us know each other like personally, but it's just like being in that family. You be like, damn, like I miss seeing Ann on the call today, or I miss seeing this individual on the call today because you're looking for a certain energy.
That's so true. Oh, I like that. That's so true.
Yeah, yeah,
And, and I became aware that, you know, before I started the Lions Den, as I joined different coaching community for my business, I started to become aware of the same thing you just mentioned. It's
yeah.
cool to have a coach, the person who, we like their energy, but then it's kind of like, a movie or a TV show. You start to see
Mhm.
different personalities that like touch you and pull at you in different ways. And you're like, oh, I kind of feel like this energy helps me out a little bit too, even though it might not be in your face straight to the point like coach, I still appreciate this energy too.
Yeah,
And those were some of the reasons why I was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and build a community. And so that way people are not just getting one type of energy because we're energy beings, you know?
yeah. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to know that you're not alone in these thoughts that you had.
Mm-hmm.
You it feels good to know that if I wake up and I post in the den like, man, today's just one of them days. I don't, man, listen, I don't feel like getting out the bed this morning. I ain't feel like going. And for somebody else, because hey, Dorrell, I felt the same way, bro. Like it's amazing, because bro, like I said, you see people smiling all the time and they be happy, they energy crazy, but not knowing, hey, my dog, I struggled this morning. Like
Yeah.
I
Straight
struggled
up.
this morning. It was difficult for me to have that energy. It's a push. That's why I said in one of our group calls the other week, I'm like, some of y'all don't even know, like I'm competing with some of y'all. Y'all don't even know I'm competing because when I see y'all personal best and I see Ann was on the stairs for 35 minutes, I'm like, well, I ain't gonna do 35. At least let me try to get close to 30.
There
You know
you
what I'm saying?
go. Yep.
It's all about the challenge. That's why I love the way it's set up because you see everybody's workout and what they're doing. Like, wait, he did that? Oh no, let me step my game up. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go. I love that. Yeah, it's like most men, we have a sense of like we want to challenge, and some people might call it hating, but I don't believe it's hating, man. I feel like it's
Nah,
just a part of what makes men grow, what makes us become more. Because if we start associating ourselves with men who get into the bag, we not just gonna be like, I'm just gonna stay broke. No, we gonna be like,
mhm.
let me get to their level or a little bit higher. Same thing when it comes to getting in shape. Cool. You know what, man? Man, coach, he all ripped up and straight up. I don't have to be looking like that, but let me at least look like I'm in shape. You see what I'm saying?
At least,
There you go.
at least. And I shared that with you once before, man. I never ever had the desire to, because everybody body build is different.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So my body would probably never look like yours, but it ain't saying that I can't have a body that look like I'm in shape and I'm healthy either.
there
You
you
know
go.
what I'm saying? When it ain't that I can't have that body, man. When I put on a suit, that suit lay right, and when my arms bend, you can see
There,
the muscle print in my arms. Or if I got on some fitted pants, you can see, oh, that boy got strong legs. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it's all of those things, like that I've always desired for myself. But overall, I just want to build so that what I'm doing now inside of this program, so that when one day I'm not a part of this program, it's just a part of my lifestyle.
Mm,
Just how we wake up every day and we take showers, and I want working out to be a part of my everyday life.
yeah,
It may
100%.
not be going to the gym for an hour and a half, hour 45. Maybe hitting the gym, man, jumping on the stairs for 30 minutes and doing a little bit of lifting, man, just to keep what you already established together.
There you
You
go.
know what I mean? Like one of the key
Absolutely.
things you said, man, when you're doing your workouts the right way, like you said, you can go to the gym 45 minutes.
Hmm.
You could be done had the same kind of workout that it take another individual 2 hours because you're doing everything structurally the way it's supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So that's the place where I'm trying to get to.
That's
I ain't there yet, but that's the place where I'm trying to get to.
we gonna get you there. That's where we go from good to great. And it's
Yeah.
just all about being conscious and
Mm-hmm.
intentional, which
Mm-hmm.
you're running the play, man. I see you, brother. I know it ain't easy. I know it's plenty of tough days, and a lot of times we have to rewire the way we think about things, because of conditioning, upbringing, the way that we were conditioned. Like I used to drink the Kool-Aid. I used to go to the candy later all the time. And so
Mm-hmm.
in the gas station, I see candy. If it's a candy I used to eat, my heart kind of speed up a little bit. It's still like a little bit of a trigger for me,
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
the going to the grocery store, seeing honey bun. I can't even go down the honey bun aisle because
Yeah.
it's still a trick. Even though I'm a coach, I still have that conditioning in me. And so I build my life in a way where I don't allow myself to be in certain environments because I could find myself going back into reliving them again. You know.
Hey, it ain't hard. I mean, it ain't easy. I mean, it's not difficult to fall back into them old habits because the last weekend, always we always do have our little cheat meal either on a Saturday or a Sunday. So
Mm-hmm.
we decided we wanted to go. My wife wanted some donuts. We went to this place out here where I live at, man. Got some amazing donuts,
Mm-hmm.
freshly made every day. Go in there, we order these donuts. I said, babe, why did you order all these damn donuts? I said, you know how I am when it comes to eating sweets. Like,
Right.
man, she like, she just talking crap. I'm like, oh, I had one donut.
Uh-huh.
Got home, donut sitting on the counter. I said, oh, it was still on my cheat day, but I was only gonna have that one donut.
Right.
Like my wife said, you know what? I'm gonna throw these donuts away. So, but in my mind, I'm like, don't do it. So that morning I got up. I think it was Sunday morning. I got up. They had like these little donut holes, them little round donut.
Uh-huh.
I got one of them and walked out the door because I said I ain't gonna eat 3 or 4 of them.
Mhm.
Walked out the door, bro. No lie. Came back home from church, bro. She threw them out. I
Oh,
was hurt, but also excited at the same time.
bittersweet. Bittersweet.
Yep, I was hurt and excited at the same time, bro. So, but that's what discipline it does for you.
That's
That's
right.
what you said on our call last week, man. You said I don't even go. I don't even put junk food in my house no more.
Can't do it. Can't even do it. And it's so crazy because like now they've made it to where it's almost a cheat code to eat, the protein shakes and these protein yogurt like the Oikos. It tastes like a treat, you
Man,
know.
it's amazing. Man, thank you for saying that because I got to go to pick mine up from Target today.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I forgot. But yeah, those with I wish people boy, listen, people don't understand. Those yogurts
Mhm.
with some either some almonds
Yep,
or some cashew, like you said, bro, it's a treat by itself.
that's right.
Like to where sometimes you be like, I don't need no cookies. I don't need this. Or when I eat one of my Quest protein bars, it's like I imagine I'm eating a Snickers bar.
Yeah, there
You
you
know what I'm
go.
saying?
There you go.
Yeah, I imagine I'm eating a Snickers bar. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So everybody's waiting. I know they want to know. He been doing it. He been inside the coaching program. What kind of results has he gotten though, coach? Y'all been telling us about all the challenges and his experience inside the coaching program. So let everybody know how long have you been in the coaching program now and what results have you seen so far?
So being in the coaching program, I joined. I want to say it was like mid January, maybe close to the end of January.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost 30 pounds. It might be a little more than that, but
And
I'm definitely within that 30-pound range or maybe 32-pound range
mhm.
of what I've lost.
And for people who may be watching this down the road, how many weeks is that? How many weeks has it been so far?
It's been, I think we right at maybe 11 or somewhere close to 12 weeks that
Mm,
I've managed to do that in. Um, and which I think is amazing because I don't I've never heard nobody being able
mm,
to lose that kind of weight. But it didn't feel like it was a fast process though. It was just like I was just doing the work.
mm.
And then by Friday, when it's time to weigh in, I jump on the scale, like, wait, I lost 3.5 pounds this week. Wait, I lost 4 pounds this week.
Right.
Like, what? You know what I'm saying? So, and then also just within that time, no lie. Like back in January, I have shirts, I have pants that I could not fit.
Mm,
They were snug. You
mhm.
know what I mean? I got stuff now just from losing that weight within that time that I got to get rid of that I bought in early part of January. I bought it now. It's just baggy on me.
Wow. Wow.
I literally have stuff that I have to get rid of. When I look in the mirror, man, I look at my arms, man. Like even though like from being a big dude, you know what I mean, I do have like some flabbiness, but I see the definition. I see rolls done disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Because even when my
Mm,
wife look, my wife look, she's like, yo, I see a major difference. It's a
mm.
difference between okay, you lost weight, but then you lose weight and you seeing definition.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Even with the way my chest muscles are sitting now, I see definition in my chest. Even though I still got a ways to go, when you look in that mirror and you look at the difference in your body, because I went back the other day and looked at my pictures from January
mhm.
up until today, and I was just told this past weekend, I was like, wow, that's a major difference.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
go from not really seeing any definition to like actually seeing my chest muscles forming. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? To actually seeing my stomach, to actually seeing my stomach, you know what I mean, forming and getting, coming in. It's not,
Opening up. Yeah.
yeah, it's like shaping in. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't all wide. I see it like literally forming and shaping in.
Yeah. And that's where because you asked on the group call earlier this morning, how do you know if you're dropping body fat or not? And that's a big part of it, you know, because some weeks a person might not be dropping any weight, but
Yeah,
you start to notice you're like, man, my chest looks a little bit more toned and defined this week. What didn't happen?
yeah, yeah,
Drop body fat.
yeah. And
Mhm.
that's but that's what you were sharing with me too. also last week when I was like with coach, like I didn't gain any weight,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't lose any either. And you
Mm-hmm.
was like, well, just because you don't see the numbers going down on the scale doesn't mean you haven't lost something.
Correct.
You could put on lost inches around your waist. You know what I'm saying? You put on your clothes and you put on different things, and you be like, wait, these pants look bigger than what they were last week. You know what I'm saying? So, and I had to learn that your gains and your wins aren't always in just seeing the numbers go down on the scale.
Mm-hmm. That's a
And I
bar.
think, yeah, and some people get, and that's why even my wife, you say, she's like, bro, stop, get off the scale. You know what I'm saying? Like, quit paying attention to the scale. She was like, because with you lifting weights and doing that type of stuff, I had to learn I'm building muscle too.
True.
So
That's
I
right.
had to understand how that works too when you're building muscle. You know what I mean? And when you even broke it down to me, how even with yourself, you weren't gaining no weight at one point in time, but you noticed the numbers on the scale wasn't going down. But you also could look in the mirror and say, wait,
Yep.
like, okay.
Yep.
So that's what's been dope too. Like, so I don't even look at the numbers on the scale no more. I just, like you said, I look at how certain clothes fit. I
Mm-hmm.
even just look at how my body look even more in the mirror when I get in the mirror. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's the biggest part. It's just multiple different ways to gauge progress. Energy
mm-hmm.
wise, how do you feel on
Mm-hmm.
a daily basis? Strength. Because if you start to get stronger in the gym, that's also correlated with building muscle. If we're getting stronger, you
Oh
know.
yeah. I used
Um,
to be I used to be afraid of a lot of things in the gym until I started rocking with you. Like, you could never last year you couldn't have told me I'd be in the gym lifting 245 barbells,
mm,
245-pound barbells, and actually doing 10 reps of 4 sets. You
mm,
couldn't have paid me. You couldn't have paid me to believe that.
wow. Yeah, it's just it's a shift, man. Both
Mm-hmm.
both with our environment and also mentally. Like
Yeah.
one thing you mentioned earlier, like, at some point, I don't expect for y'all to be around me for like coach with me forever. Like I've had plenty of coaching clients who come and go, like Charles, he's inside our community. Him and his wife just came back recently. But the whole goal is to help you not just understand the habits, but reshaping your identity, because
Yes.
once we reshape our identity and how we perceive ourselves, then that's when the lifestyle changes. Because
Mm-hmm.
like, man, this is just a part of who I am. I go
Yep.
to the gym. If I
Yep.
miss the gym 3, 4 days out the week, I'm like, something don't feel right. I'm feeling off,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yep.
And once you get that, man, that's when life starts to really transform for you, your body and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. That's how I knew things were changing. Like, when I go to church or when I go different places, I'm around different people. It was like, bruh, like, you look great. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? To me in my mind, I look the same. Like I
Mhm.
see me every day when I look in the mirror.
Yeah, that's how
Like,
I do for a lot of folks.
yeah, I see me every day. So you know what I mean. But when you get around people that don't see you all the time, and you hear them say, like, "Bro, like, what you doing? Like, yo, you look amazing." You know what I mean? And I even have that mentality now to where I'm telling people like, "Yo, if you ain't got somebody that's in your ear and able to help you navigate through all these changes mentally and emotionally you go through so that you can accomplish the things that you want to make, get you a coach, get you somebody." I was even telling this old lady at my church, I was telling her the same thing. I said, and everybody always want to ask me, this is the first question people always ask, and that pisses me off. Man, well, how much that cost? If you thinking about the money part of it and you seeing the results, that means you don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen, we all spend a lot of money on things that really we don't really need.
Don't even need it.
But if you have to question about spending money on investing in your health, that just kind of shows me where you are mentally.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I wasn't there. I wasn't that individual. It took me to really get into it and invest in my health to really see like, yo, this is one of the best investments I made. And if don't nobody know this, and I'll say this because I know we have to wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron spends 1 point something million dollars a year.
Yep.
investing in his health. And everybody wonders why this dude is damn near 40 years old and still playing basketball at a high level.
High level.
When
Ball.
you invest in your body and your health, man, let me tell you something. Before I joined this program, man, every time I would get up out my seat, I get up out my car, man, I was stiff like an old dude, body aching. When I
Mm,
get up out the bed, I'm like, oh, like hips hurting,
yeah.
everything.
Mm,
I get up out my car or I get up out the bed, I'm like, dang,
yeah.
you feel the difference. Being a part of this program, man, I can sit up in my bed without, because
Right.
my abs aren't strong enough to help me sit up.
Oh man. Yeah, that's deep.
You feel what I'm saying?
Deep.
So to be able to feel that difference to where I can sit in the car and sit down for an extended amount of time, but I can stand up and don't feel how I felt before I joined this program, bro, man, listen.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't make people do things, but I'm just glad that I could tell my story and give my testimony about how my body feels. You know what I mean? And for those of y'all that may see this, no, Coach J ain't paid me to say this.
Right.
Trust me.
Right.
Trust me. He don't have to because his skill and his training is gonna speak for itself. His clientele is gonna speak for itself. You know what I mean? His resume speaks for his experience, his investment into himself. It speaks for itself. So that's why I said when people ask me about what it costs, I don't even tell them. Like, nah, talk to coach.
Yeah. There you go.
Talk
That's
to him.
man, I appreciate that. I
Yeah,
appreciate
it ain't your first of all, it ain't your business because I don't want you in my business. you
there you go. That part.
know what I'm saying? So let me
Right.
just be clear about that. But when you get to questioning certain things, bro, if you're a person that'll go to Chick-fil-A every day spending 12 $15 on a meal, you go to Five Guys buying a burger twice a week. That's damn near $30 by itself just for two burgers during that week.
Easy.
So by the time you don't add that all up, if you eating out every day, you don't spend $150.
Yep. You look at that over the course of a month, easily $300 to $600 a month. Easily.
You did.
Yeah.
And because man, at one point in time, I remember one time, man, we were so busy. One week, dude, I spent almost $500 in 1 week eating at a restaurant.
Yeah. It happens just like that.
It can, and you don't even realize you sit down and you're looking at all these receipts. Like, wait, I spent that? Like, nah. So to encourage anybody, really sit down and look at the things you spend a lot of money on, and realize if you sacrifice those things to look at investing in your health, it'll allow you to be able to do way more things. Because I had to realize just because a person is little and skinny, it don't mean they're healthy. It
No,
don't mean that they're in shape.
it don't. That's true. Very true.
The inside of their body is struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Bad.
So I tell anybody, man, listen, you don't know what this program will do for you unless you just give it a shot.
That's right, man.
I was that same person. I was like, nah, man, it's but once I got in it, now I'm hooked on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And once y'all get inside the community, it's gonna really make you get hooked on
Oh, game over.
it.
Game
Yes,
over.
sir.
Well, Dorrell, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you
Yes, sir.
sharing. Anybody that's watching, listening, hey man, I want y'all to know that Dorrell, he's just like myself and you guys, and he went through challenges. He went through, the doubts, the frustrations of the weight not coming down. We all people, man, But if you want change and you want better for yourself, whether it be just your appearance or your health, you got to be willing to be that change, change
Mm-hmm.
your habits and making some different decisions with the way that you make decisions. Like, what are
Right.
you making decisions doing? Like, are you willing to invest? Are you willing to put in the work and be consistent? Once these things happen, that's when you start seeing results.